Go to your n8n workspace dashboard, click Create Workflow, and name it something like Marketing Lead Pipeline Automation. That's the first concrete step to building a marketing lead pipeline in n8n, an automated system that captures, organizes, qualifies, and manages leads from any source without you ever manually copying data between apps. This is incredibly useful because the moment a potential customer fills out a form, signs up for a newsletter, or registers for a webinar, you want that information flowing instantly into your CRM, your spreadsheet, your team's Slack channel, and any follow-up sequence. If you want to save hours of manual work every week and never lose a lead again, please like and subscribe, and let's get into exactly how to set this up. Before you start dragging any nodes, take a few minutes to plan your pipeline. Open n8n and look at your workspace dashboard. That's where all your workflows live. Click Create Workflow, then give it a clear descriptive name like Marketing Lead Pipeline Automation. Now actually map out your marketing process on paper or in your head. Ask yourself, where are leads currently collected? Is it a type form embedded on your site, a Google form on your landing page, a webhook from a custom website form, or maybe Facebook lead ads? Next, where should those leads end up? Your CRM like HubSpot or Salesforce, a simple Google Sheet, Airtable or Notion. Then think about who on your team needs to know about a new lead immediately, sales reps, customer success, or maybe a specific Slack channel. Finally, decide what follow-up action should happen automatically once a lead is captured. A typical pipeline structure looks like lead capture, lead storage, lead qualification, notification, follow-up. Sketching this out now will save you from rebuilding later. Now, let's build the actual lead capture trigger. Click the Add First Step button on your empty workflow canvas and search for the application where your leads originate. For example, if you use Typeform, select the Typeform trigger node. If you rely on Google Forms, choose that. If you have a custom website form with no direct integration, use the webhook node. It gives you a URL you can paste into any form builder. Select your trigger node and connect your account credentials by clicking the Connect button and authorizing n8n to access that app. Then choose the specific trigger event. For most form tools, that's new form submission or new entry. For CRMs, it might be new contact created or new lead received. Configure any additional settings. For a webhook, you'll just need to copy the generated URL and paste it into your form's settings. Now test the trigger by submitting a sample lead from your form. Return to n8n and click Execute Workflow or Test Step. You should see the raw lead data appear in the output panel. If you don't see data, double-check your credentials and event selection. This step confirms the pipeline is alive and listening. Once lead data flows in, it's often messy. Form fields might have different names, or you're receiving extra fields you don't need. Add a new node by clicking the plus icon on the trigger node. Search for the set node and add it. The set node is your data cleaner. Inside it, you want to select only the fields that matter for your pipeline. Common lead fields include name, email address, phone number, company name, job title, lead source, and submission date. You can rename fields here to match exactly what your destination system expects. For example, if your form calls the field email, but your CRM expects email address, use the set node to rename it. This is also a great place to remove sensitive or irrelevant information like IP addresses or internal source IDs. After configuring, test the node again. You should see a clean, simplified version of your lead data. This step matters because poorly formatted data is the #1 cause of failures downstream. Now you need to store those cleaned leads somewhere permanent. Add another node after the set node and choose your lead management tool. If you're starting simple, Google Sheets is fantastic. You can see everything instantly. Search for the Google Sheets node, connect your credentials, and select the action Create Row. Then specify which spreadsheet and sheet tab to write into. If you're using a CRM like HubSpot, select that node, connect your account, and choose Create Contact or Create Deal. For Airtable or Notion, use their respective nodes with the Create Record action. The key here is to map the fields from your set node to the fields in your destination. For example, map email from n8n to email in your CRM, and name to first name and last name if needed. Many CRMs require certain fields to be non-empty, so make sure your set node provides them. Test this node by running the workflow again. You should see a new row in your sheet or a new contact in your CRM. This is the step that turns a one-time lead capture into a permanent searchable record. Next, you want your team to know instantly that a lead arrived. Add another node after the storage node and choose a communication platform like Slack, Gmail, Microsoft Teams, or Discord. Let's use Slack as an example. Select the Slack node, connect your workspace credentials, and choose the action Send Message. Then compose a helpful notification message. A good one includes the lead's name, email, company, and the source they came from. You can use the data variables from previous nodes to fill this in dynamically. Drag them from the output panel into the message field. For example, write something like new lead n8n from n8n company, n8n source, n8n company, like #NEWLEADS, or a direct message to the sales team. Test this node by submitting another sample lead. You should see the notification pop up in Slack within seconds. This keeps your team responsive and ensures no lead falls through the cracks. For those who stay for the full guide, let me add some depth that separates a basic pipeline from a robust one. First, always use consistent data fields across every lead source. If your website form collects first name and last name, but your webinar form uses full name, standardize those in the set node. Inconsistent data is the fastest way to break automation. Second, add lead scoring using an IF node or the filter node. After the storage step, insert a condition that checks criteria like company size over 50 employees or a budget above a certain amount. If the lead qualifies, have n8n send a high-priority Slack notification and add them to a special contact list. If not, it can still store them but skip the urgent notification. Third, avoid duplicate leads before creating new records. In your CRM node, many integrations like HubSpot have a check for existing contact action. Use that before create. If a contact with that email already exists, you can instead update their record or skip creation entirely. Finally, track lead source religiously. Map the source field from your trigger into every downstream node. This lets you later analyze which marketing channels generate the most or best leads. You can even use a spreadsheet node to append the source automatically. You've now built a complete automated marketing lead pipeline in n8n, from capture to cleaning to storage to team notification. The benefit is that every lead is captured instantly, stored permanently, and your team stays in the loop without manual effort. As a next step, consider connecting an email node to send a welcome sequence automatically, or add a calendar node to book a demo with high-scoring leads. Regularly review your pipeline by checking which lead sources convert best and adjust your scoring rules accordingly. If this guide helped you, feel free to save this video or bookmark the steps so you can revisit them whenever you need to update your automation.